Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Hello, Master Maticus. Hello, Cool Doge. Hello, Lost in the Tundra. Hello, George Rockland. So, let's continue our indebted adventures. So before I get started wandering around on the map for this particular stream, what I'm thinking I'm going to do first is take just a moment to sort of check in on the squad. This is both for viewers' benefit and honestly for my own, so that we can, like, you know, high level assess where we're at, where we need to go, what the team needs, etc. So some of these I might go through more quickly than others, but yeah, anyway. Alright, so first things first, the Terrence Hill, we'll just do it in order, and then I might kind of go back and look at things if I want to sort of get tallies on, I don't know, things I want to keep track of. So the Terrence Hill, one of our standard indebted spear bros, not much to say, looking pretty good. I like that we have this shield. The shield may end up being something that we end up using in Monolith. Depends on what level of melee defense I get to. And so, you know, if we have a sufficient amount of melee defense to make every attack except the Conqueror a 5% hit chance with this shield on our main tank, which I think we'll be able to because he has such insane defenses. Turtleback's going to end up with wildly high melee defense. Having the building up less fatigue means we'll be able to get more shield wall indom cycles in. Anyway, just something I'm sort of musing in the back of my mind. But yeah, the Terrence Hill's looking good. Botanist, fatigue neutral. We haven't chosen a weapon mastery, and I think that's going to be a common theme. We haven't chosen a weapon mastery on a lot of these brothers, but we're going to need to. If we don't find many bonks, I think I'm probably just going to make it axe because we have a sufficient amount of heavy rusty axes, and they're a great weapon. Hey, Roxanne, it's me. Yeah, you're good. We're just kind of reviewing the team. So, a lot of these fatigue neutrals are going to end up with, this one's going to be a bit different because he's got dodge, but they're going to have room for one luxury perk that we otherwise don't normally take, because I'm just going to skip fearsome in this particular run as we kind of rush to do Monolith more quickly than normal. Little Red, very similar in concept anyway to a fatigue neutral, but this is our kind of frontline indebted. This guy's looking pretty good. No notes. Well, I guess one note, we'll need to get more heavy armors, so whether we need to buy them or however we acquire them, something to keep in mind. Psycho Ling. We've got this fancy Spedum, which he might end up with high enough melee skill where if we crack the whip on him plus this, he can actually use. He's also going to have a lot of fatigue and good regeneration, such that we might even be able to use the more expensive spear wall, which is kind of crazy, but but yeah, Cycling is going to end up a really solid brother. Werner. Pretty good. We do have this two-handed hammer, so I suppose we can do hammer mastery on one brother. Whether it's this brother or not, who knows? It could be him. But he's got incredible armors. Zenithot 3. We did a flail build, fatigue neutral. I think he's gonna end up with a little lower melee skill, but that's okay. Secondaries look really good. We'll probably end up needing to get more fatigue on this guy because he's holding this berserk chain. And we're gonna be giving him heavier armors than this, but he's looking pretty good. Master Maticus, one of our indebted spear bros. No notes. He's a little bit weaker than our other ones. His melee skill didn't quite get there, but still was with us basically from the very beginning, so yeah, anyway, done real well, and we need plenty of spear bros to cycle in and out because they get injured. Turtleback's gonna be our main tank. Tiny little guy, short king, huge amounts of melee defense. Obviously this particular shield is making it look even better than it really is, but man, by level 11 he's going to be completely insane. The one thing we're going to be needing on him is more fatigue. Flapperjack, one of our kind of frontline indebted, looking good. No notes. Eagledub, one of our throwers. Standard build, we're going to be seeing a lot of this exact same one. Excellent brother. No notes, other than the fact that he's got a bruised leg right now, so might swap him out. What does a little bit faster mean, Slurgy? Like day 130 or closer? What I'm thinking is, we'll see if I end up actually pulling the trigger on this number, but I mean, it's day 64, so I can't predict the future exactly, but what I can predict is, well, something that's not a prediction, but just a fact. Ancient Dead, Ancient Legionaries, and Ancient Honor Guard gain Polearm Mastery at level 100, and they are actually... You have more lines of play at avoiding attacks from their polearms before day 100, and also when you get in melee range with them, they're much less likely to hit you. So I'm thinking before day 100. Did I say level 100? Well, that'd be scary. No, day 100. If I said level 100, I don't know what I'm saying. Also, hello, random dude lurking in chat. Yeah, I know, I'm sure I did. I have little slips all over the place. All right, Apples and Fruits 2, another very nice brother. Yeah, we've got these really nice named throwing axes. I think this is a brother that is going to end up with really good stats, just overall, and so we're happy to happy to keep him around. Dastard doesn't really hurt him. Brute actually genuinely relevant, especially if we keep this three-headed flail, which we're going to. We just need to get him more fatigue. So you can't hold all these famed items, I know, right? Lukaduki09, looking good. We've got our anticipation banner. We haven't really made too much use out of anticipation. We did a little bit in the last stream, standing in front and screening for goblins. We may make more passes through the desert in Goblin Land, where we're able to make proper use of it, but not the best banner we've ever had, but not the worst. One of our starting brothers, and progressing nicely. Golden Guys, similar kind of deal. This one being huge and is going to end up with really good melee skill. So, yeah. We're going to make sure to get him a nice, hopefully some sort of nice weapon. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll get him something. Edmund, dodge quick hands. I think we just need to get more fatigue and melee skill rolling on this brother. Might end up giving him polearm mastery still, and he'll be good. You have found the clip if I want. Clip of what? Oh, of me saying level 100. Goodness, that is a full roster. It sure is. It sure is. We're full up. Thor9N, our Catal bro, who we've been not able to pair with maces too much, not as much as maybe we'd like. We can rearrange the squad a tiny bit, but yeah, he's doing well. He's going to help us against Necro Savants in Monolith and should be pretty useful in other fights until then. And then last but not least, Ball Install in 1, another bro decked out in famed items, one of our starting indebted, not one of our strongest, but still a long-standing veteran of the squad. XJI7, who is another standard Spear Bro build. This guy's got pretty good stats. He's an excellent brother. Crackalack, same deal. His stats are higher than they superficially appear because of this split hand, but he's looking great. No notes. Eagledub, another really good brother. Maybe not quite as good as, you know, Apples and Fruits 2 and Golden Guys, but still really good stats. Been doing real well for us. Lysander's Treason is a brother that we need to start getting some levels on. So it might be in my best interest to get him cycled in. Hey, Choppy Cat. And also hello, Azul Crescent, if I didn't acknowledge before. So yeah, Lysander's Treason looking good. We just need to get more experience. Manifest Destiny's Child is a frontliner who's gonna have pretty good melee skills, so another one that I'd like to get leveled up. And in fact, so what I might do is, let's get like Manifest Destiny's Child. We'll just swap the gear with Ball and Stalin for now. We'll just do a 1-for-1 trade for now. Level 100, okay, so I did say level 100, incredible. Have no fear, there will be no level 100 enemies. I sure hope. I'm not sure who to cycle in for Lysander's Treason at the moment, but figure out someone. And then Schrodinger, another one of our indebted throwers. Short-sighted has come to bite us for nighttime fights here and there, but done well. And then Corvus Korak, our absolute god tier indebted frontliner, who's currently suffering from a pierced chest. And then Roxanne, it's me, one of our early starting first recruits, who's making some cucumber water, warming up some towels, helping the team out in his own special way. Hey J, remember like a month ago you were trying out Stone Shard? How did you like it? You enjoy it, but kind of ran out of contracts to do, so there's not much to do in the game for you. I'm still playing it and enjoying it. I just started a new character a few days ago because my previous one had died. I'm playing it Iron Man, of course, because, you know. In my last character, I learned that if you're affected by like one of the drugs that leads to an aftermath, like Necaf or Paragoric or whatever, and then you drink a potion, say of restoration, in a key part of a battle, you start a bad trip and all your stats go to the tank and you're probably gonna die. So I learned that. Hello, the Chaucer. Welcome, welcome. So, that's the squad. I think from a progression standpoint, everything's looking really good. I just want to get more experience and levels on our regular bros, our like non-indebted, and then we'll be good. So I'm just going to be taking as many fights as we can get our hands on and go from there. We know where Monolith is. It's way up here in Ragnar's range. Which, you know, I thought it was limited to just mountains and hills. I think it was in forest because we were kind of passing through there as kind of just an area that I'd left unexplored, so I don't know. Monolith today? No, not today. We're gonna play it a little bit. I mean, let me put it this way. I actually think the team is capable of it. We could go into Monolith and win the fight. Most likely. But I'm gonna get to where we're like 99.9% success, where not too many bros or any fall. And so we're gonna power up still just a little bit more. So there's winning and then there's dominating, yeah. Well, and the other thing too is there's winning and then there's like knowing you're gonna win. And like we have, based on this rule set, I've got an 11 win streak. I'm not gonna jeopardize that just to, you know, show off. I don't know what my rationale would be, but I'm not gonna do it. That's the moral of the story. So we're gonna still make it very, very safe. Soji would watch every single day of the 150 if you did them. This is a real fun run. Well, fair enough, but I will be, there'll be one after this one. And after that, etc., etc. Casual world record. No, it wouldn't be world record, right? Right, I actually don't know what the world records are for speedruns because I don't pay particularly close attention to that specific metric. I think Shring did it on a scouted seed. 60 days or something like that. I guess I'm not actually sure. Is Slurgy the real infinite win streaker? Will this ever end? Are we this blessed? Well, I think once I hit every single origin, that will be a good time for me to call it. Right, I think I'll say, all right, I did it. Mission accomplished, you know. Hello XJI7 and hello Faraday Wave. Welcome all. So yeah, I mean, maybe from a random seed this would be close to like world record, but I'm still gonna keep in line with my current run rules and play it a little more slowly to make it absolutely a guarantee. Alright, so Golden Guys has leveled up. We're gonna take Nimble and Duelist. This brother is incredibly good. And ooh, I like the idea of taking Resolve here, but I think I like the idea of taking hit points even more. So, in Slay the Spire, people are now doing rotating win streaks. Where are Battle Brothers rotating win streakers? Well, I mean, this series was inspired by Slay the Spire in many ways. I watched Baylor Lord do his like 20 win streak. Was that maybe a year ago? I don't know how long ago that was, but that was pretty awesome to watch. He's an incredible player. And I watched Jorb's, at least some of the footage of Jorb's when he had 16 or 17. That was like just maybe half a year before Baylor Lord did it. Golden needs an offhand item. Yes, he does. Well, wait, he's got a winged mace. Oh, you're saying like an offhand item, like a net or something? Yeah. Yeah, we need more offhand items. We used all our nets. I agree, Choppy Cat. Okay, so there's some things we're gonna do in this town. First, we're gonna take a look at this contract. Hunt down the Barbarian King. Maybe Angbridge, northwest of here. Could be a decent contract to do. Yeah, Smoke Pot would be good. Ooh. Burned Ruins. Ask anyone around here. It's been haunting Grown Infested since you're born. Folks say some Armor of the Gods is sealed there for all time. Well, well, well. Good to know. We've got many Armors of the Gods. Let's get more. Alright, we're gonna sell these furs. We'll stock up on tools, stock up on ammo, stock up on food. So, have you ever used the Bardiche? Yeah. Yeah, Bardiches are decent. I'm gonna buy this bonk. We want to do the Barbarian Madman. We want to fight the Barbarian Madman. And, well, a bonk's pretty good for that fight. Smoke pot, you say? Yes. Don't mind if I do. Laugh, 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 laugh. Alright, so we finally got ourselves a bonk. I think the Bardiche is a nice weapon, and I like to use them when I loot them, especially as a tempo item. I rarely find them worth it to buy because they do have less damage overall than a heavy rusty axe. It is nice having a secondary attack on the Bardiche. However, the damage of that secondary attack is not super great, such that actually a greatsword is debatably better. So, if you're using the Bardiche for its secondary attack and you talk smack about the greatsword, you may want to reconsider your opinion. At least on one of those two. Oh yeah, famed Bardiches are great. Definitely. If you get a famed Bardiche, that's a very, very, very welcome weapon. Definitely. You use it for the shield damage. As one does. Okay. Here at the Armorer, we're looking for potentially Salets. Not any for sale here. There, of course, is a shiny. Very expensive, so no need for it. So, let's see. Burned Ruins. We could circle around and try to find that. I don't think that's a terrible idea. I also don't think it's a horrible idea to do a contract like this. Hunt down the Barbarian King. Those are fights that I often find pretty profitable. The payout is good. Usually. The Barb King is about to get dethroned. I like that. Okay, so. Let's pay for some experience speed up, as we've been doing, because we want bros to hit higher levels faster. I might not pay for it on, well, yeah, screw it. Let's just do it on everyone. All right, we'll accept this contract. Near Gronefesta, so it's closest to us right now. Oh, we can even just see it already. Okay, great. Should MF Child get an XP boost since their level so low? What does MF Child mean? Manifest Destiny's Child? Oh, sure. No, the indebted gain experience at a faster rate, so we don't need to. They don't need any extra help, I guess. Big words hurt your caveman brain. Abbreviation is your best friend. Fair enough. Caca! Pro tip, celebrate Valentine's Day not on Valentine's Day. Everything's a shit show and packed on Valentine's Day. Just stay and Netflix and chill, as the kids say. Yeah, going out for a meal on Valentine's Day is often not the best day to do it. But, one caveat, whatever makes your significant other happy also is an important consideration. Crackalass asks, are you on the bench? At this exact moment, yes, because you have a split hand from a injury from a previous fight. You should see the other guy, though. Unless she's wrong. She's never wrong. Okay. Little warm-up fight. But yeah, Crackalack, you've currently got a split hand, so chilling on the bench. Apparently, you can recover in 3 to 6 days from a split hand. Pretty incredible rate of recovery, if you ask me. Alright, Manifest Destiny's Child is leveled up. This brother has a ton of fatigue, which is awesome to see. I suppose I can give heavier gear to this brother if I pump up their fatigue, so maybe I'll do that. And we'll go ahead and grab quick hands, I think, on this kind of brother. Okay. And we're gonna make our way up towards the Barbarian King. Now this Barbarian King fight with 17 enemies, a few of them being some unholds and stuff, might mean that this is a fight where let's see, some Thralls, some Reavers, so those aren't too scary. A Chosen, no big deal. A few Beastmasters and a few Armored Unholds. But in this fight, we could potentially go with more non-indebted than indebted. It'll be good experience, and, you know, yeah, mostly that. Do I only have, yeah, okay. Breaking the rules, yeah, so what will happen if we do this is the bros will get a mood penalty. And it's pretty severe, so it's not something you can do regularly, but you can do it every once in a while. And I think I probably will, actually, in this particular fight. Let's see, Turtleback does have Indom, which is very good to see. And what I'm thinking is, let's get him kitted out in something real nice. We'll pull Manifest Destiny's Child, at least for this one. Actually, you know, honestly, these brothers that are still leveling up aren't even that much better. Mortimer Drock's pretty good. Yeah, let's put him in. Flail on the flank. Soji, how could you break the rules? I'm a rule breaker. Psycho Ling. Boy, he's not quite ready for the big time because he doesn't have... Well, let's go with the 2 spears on the flanks. And then let's put Lysander's Treason in here. And Corvus Corax fully replenished, so let's get him in there. He's incredible. Maybe we're replacing Little Red. And let's move a little bit of armor around. Apples and fruits is still leveling up, but that's okay. He'll get good experience from this. All right, so we're gonna break the rules a little bit for this one fight, as it were. So we're gonna be going into this fight with fewer indebted than non-indebted, which will make some of the bros unhappy. To which I say, if I had a pair of sunglasses, I'd put them on and say, deal with it. And I'm gonna get the tank right in the center, because we want to move the tank up to meet with the unholds and use Indomitable. I guess just once? It's pretty severe penalty from having this, but it's gonna be there either way. Because I could do this. Even this doesn't get us reliably 2 Indoms, does it? Can sometimes get us 2. Let's do it like this. Alright, let's fight the Barbarian King. You know, all that fanfare, and we could have had the option to maybe help them fight the undead, but we're not going to. Less fatigue armor? Yeah, we maybe could have, but I wanted to give him the real good stuff. But maybe a lower fatigue armor would have been wise. Okay, so I think we're gonna still do like a little bit of a scoot and shoot. We're gonna occupy these high ground spots here on top. So I'm gonna back the back line up first, like 1 hex here, but on the bottom we're gonna back up 2. And then we're gonna move turtle back to kind of meet these indebted, excuse me, these undead, these unholds as they come. So, gonna back up 2 hexes on a lot of brothers, but not all. This will also give us an opportunity to whip crack. There's our chosen. And I don't think I need to spear wall. If they do run into melee contact, I think that's fine. I'm gonna pull out the shield though. Caca! Okay. Let's crack it there. Do one, and then we're gonna wait on Turtleback, see where we want to put him. Pull out the shield. Alright, so all the indebted are currently, we've all got the crack the whip buff. We're gonna back Turtleback up just to maybe here or here. Caca seems like a meme. So it does. 2 orc chains, nice. 3! We've got Mortimer Drak, Zenithot 3, and Corvus Korak. Of course, their ability to make it through the defenses of shields is not relevant here, since barbarians don't use shields. Not really, I guess the thralls do. Chosen don't, though. So if I move Turtleback up to here and do Indom, that means we're gonna strike forward with the rest of the squad up there on top. I do think that's probably the play. Of course, we got the Barbarian King right there too. And we're only gonna get one turn of Indom, which sort of sucks. But we at least know that they're locked down for that time. Let's let this Chosen go first before we push the others forward. And we can get Thornine in up for at least one attack here. There I'm preventing the Barbarian King from being able to go there. If he moves more towards the center, I think I like that better. Let's move up here and crack the whip there. Just keep our buffs up. Pretty important, I think. We'll let this unhold charge and bonk the boys on the hill. There we go. So now he's going to be able to be attacked by Werner. Just to get in range of the banner? I don't think that's worth it for him. But you know, you do you, Mr. Dude. Could put a doggo here. Hopefully he's not so successful that he makes it in range of that Barbarian King. That would be sad. Ka-chonk! So he did Adrenaline, so despite the fact that he's staggered, he's going to be able to attack at the start of the round. But still, even if he hits the banner twice, we'll be okay. He missed twice anyway. What a noob. Okay, and here's the Barbarian King. I guess we get Mortimer Drock in range of him. We don't want him to get a Zerk Frenzy, you know, from the War Dog. And enemies will never, with the exception of Necrosavants, enemies will never attack dogs if they have the option to attack a brother. I think without exception. So we'll move Edmund down. 69, nice. Percent chance to hit. Go ahead and take it. So the fact that he's got the cleaver, like I don't love that. Like I don't want to put Nimble Brothers up against him. We don't have great choices though, really. So Mortimer Drock's gonna go up and give him a chonk. I think I do want as many, well, I don't know. Try to get him surrounded, maybe get resolve loss as his allies die. But the Barbarian King has pretty insane resolve, so I don't know what the number is, but I know it's high. I don't know, we probably don't do that with that brother. Just get XJI7 sneakily on their backline there. Botanist without a weapon mastery. Showing how that can hurt. Let's just go up and help take care of that. Dude. Alright, important hit by Mortimer Drock, still not nearly as much damage as we'd like. Let's see if we can get someone else to finish off this Chosen so Werner can go elsewhere. So we're out of Indoms. We can shield wall. They'll probably just do the old alley-oop, which I guess is fine, but not ideal, so maybe I just crack the whip twice instead. We'll get Master Maticus ready to help against the Barbarian King, how about? Same deal with Werner. We're gonna get him ready to help out with the Barbarian King. Alright, we'll wait there because we're gonna wait for these unholds to do their unholdy stuff. Oh, El Luca only. Oh, shoot. Bit of a misplay there, only having one stack of jabs. Whoops. Alright, so yeah, they did do the alley-oop attack as expected. Ooh, stun on Werner, that's too bad. We really wanted to get him up and rocking and rolling, fighting the Barbarian King, but alas, he will not be doing that. Not this round. Ooh, huge hit from Mortimer Drock. Barbarian King not immune to stun, and two-handed flails have a 35% chance to stun. Not only a stun, but hit him in the head. You love to see it. Thor9N might be able to finish him off at the start of the next round. We'll see. Maybe a bit optimistic, but we'll see. Oh, certainly won't now. All right. Yeah, that knocked his turn back too. So pretty important that we get as much damage as we can on the Barbarian King, given what just happened there. And there he goes. King no more. Alright, good. Pretty important stun there. Let's try to finish. Yeah. Okay. Indebted better than Barb King, clearly. Clearly. That's what they've shown. The indebted are our brothers, and they can fight just as well as anyone else. They just have a debt to pay to the Guilder. Same as many others. Nice. Poor undead is confused. Doesn't know what to do. Hey, Deep Space Cowboy. Ooh, I'm arriving. Goals for this stream are power up, level up, get as much experience and stuff as we can get, and also to fight the Barbarian Madman, I'm thinking. We do have a bonk now, so we're capable from a weaponry perspective. It's going to be a slightly lower level brother than I'd like going at it, so I might, depending on the next levels up, give a brother Lone Wolf that is literally only going to be relevant for exactly one fight, with that fight being against the Barbarian Madman. But it's that important that we win. So, I am going to chase this unhold down, and the reason I'm going to be doing that is I want those bones. Those bones can be turned into attachments for all of our shinies that we've been collecting, so they are highly desirable. Or footwork. Well, we don't have a brother that can do that in this particular run, because the only spear bros we have are all indebted, and I think doing that fight with an indebted without the crack the whip buff, since, you know, there will be no other brother there, would be unwise. So unfortunately, no cutesy options like footwork. Alright, got him fleeing. Very nice. Pretty clean Barb King. Yeah, all the fights against... well, not all. I was gonna say all the fights against Barbarians have been clean this run. We had one non-clean fight against some Chosen. And we did, of course, you know, the Barbarian King does come with this incredibly heavy, but still incredibly powerful because of its attachment. Body armor, which we were able to loot because we took him out from headshots. Pretty nice. So, yeah, so you can see this particular negative of too few indebted in battle, which is going to be present on all of the non-indebted. The indebted don't care. What does the attachment do? It just gives it more armor. I can't remember what this armor has at base. Is it 190 or something? I honestly don't even remember. I'm not sure if I have... Yeah, I don't remember how much. It's just a bunch of durability is all it does. So we'll toss that on. Holy buckets. It's heavy though. It's so heavy. Put it there. There we go. We'll throw it on to Flabberjack 24. He'll let it get fixed up. And unfortunately we only got one giant skull and bones from those unholds. We'd like more, but is what it is. Okay. And so I am going to cycle, you know, we can do some fights with, like, you know, fewer indebted, but I don't want to do too many because I don't want to start negatively impacting the mood of the team too much. So we're going to cycle out some of two of our brothers actually, to bring in some more indebted. Alright, so Lysander's treason hit level 7, so we can put on a nimble armor set. This will work for now. We'll want to get him something a little bit more efficient than this, but this will be okay. And we're going to set this bro up with some more fatigue so that they can be a fancy damage bro. And Turtleback. Let's see. I could grab Lone Wolf now on this brother. I could also grab Fort Mind. Are the Barb Unhold Handlers helmets any good? They're okay, right? They're just a little bit heavy. They're nice if you, like, the tricky thing is by the time you are able to take a fight against barbarians with unholds, usually by that point this helmet isn't as useful. Their whips are useful for sure. If we had cleaver bros in this particular run, we would very happily run these. They're a different stat line compared to the Nomad Whip. Not necessarily better, not necessarily worse. It's kind of a wash. But they look cool with their little spiky thorn things at the end. All right, Turtleback. I think we're gonna keep pumping resolve here. And let's see. We still have 4 perks that we're able to hand out. For sure, Lone Wolf and Recover will be 2 of them. Fort Mind is for sure going to be 1. So then we get 1 other. I'm thinking probably just bags and belts. Since I'm not going to be... Well, I don't know. I guess if I lose shields, I lose shields. It's mostly just for the fatigue penalty of holding them. Yeah, I'm not sure. Brawny? Brawny's okay. Typically, you're actually going to get more value from bags and belts if you're having an array of shields. You'll actually get more fatigue savings from that compared to Brawny. Brawny would be okay. I try to avoid it, but we may end up doing it in this particular run. I think this level I'm going to do Fort Mind though. We'll make it so that he's a resolve rock. You get a lot of benefits from bags and belts if you're the cheerleader. Absolutely. In fact, it is the most impactful perk for a cheerleader on the bench. You can hold far more cucumber water and worm towels. All right, Luki Duki 09. Let's go ahead and grab melee skill. And so here, the last 3 perks, one of them's got to be Pathfinder. So let's just grab that now, and I think the last 2 are just going to be gifted in bags, probably. Most likely. Okay, and we've got this little camp of thralls. We definitely want to do that. Little experience pinatas, those thralls are. So I'm going to count the number of indebted to make sure I didn't screw anything up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8! Okay, I need 1 more. Probably not a thrower, probably one of the frontliney ones. Actually, I suppose they're all. Let's do Flapperjack 24, and we'll swap his armor. You have cumin water. I have cucumber water, Greg. Alright, I suppose I'll put Mortimer Drock back on the bench for now. So that we can have 9 indebted out on the field. Lysander's Treason is a sad boy. So let's make him a happier boy. So now that should be 2, 6. Okay, 7 and 9. That's how we want it to be. Put Igladub back out there. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do this fight. All these thralls, for as easy as a fight as this is a lot of experience. Oh, wait, Crackalack says. Oh no, what am I waiting for? Give the thrower more jabs. Ah, well, we did just put him on the bench instead. So could have, certainly. But this'll be an okay solution for us, doing it this way too. Yeah. But good call. You got the right idea, that's for sure. And yeah, as insane as this may seem, the experience we gained from this battle isn't going to be too far off what we gained from the last one. It'll be less, don't get me wrong, but for as much as this fight is easier, it's not that much less of a reward, strictly from an experience standpoint. So debatably, I could have kept that same group of bros out. Purely for experience. But I didn't want to accumulate too many of those mood penalties. So, I think this'll... I'm happy with my decision, but there was another option. Caw! Is it all the Manhunters or just the ones that go into combat that get upset? It is... Ooh. I guess I could have checked that on the little screen. The Indebted definitely don't care. Actually, I guess I had no way of checking because I brought literally every non-indebted in. So I don't know if it's all of them or just the ones that were in the battle. And unfortunately from that fight, I'm going to be unable to check because we had every single non-indebted like out on the field. All right, we'll let the dogs chase the drummer down. Oh, he's gonna get away? No. Nope. Not gonna get away. Little AI auto battler here. Dogs versus drummer. Are the Manhunters so petty that they get angry that the other Manhunters get sent to battle without the indebted? Maybe so. There we go. All right. Nice little bundle of experience. So, we're gonna return to Groninfesta, and then we have a big question. Do I go fight the Barbarian Madman? Yeah, there he is. There's the Icy Cave. So, if I'm going to do that, I would give a bro Lone Wolf literally just for this one fight. And Botanist would be a good choice. He's got really good stats. I think that's how I would do it. We could even, I guess, give him a cat potion too, since he has dodge. We're gonna hold on leveling him until we get closer to that location to see if we want it to be him or potentially someone else if they level up in the meantime. All right, Edmund, dodge quick hands. Let's go ahead and get Berserk on this brother. We're gonna want at least a couple bros with Berserk and Frenzy just to pump out more damage. Okay. And there are the burned ruins here. We could maybe sweep through here looking for them. Stop by Assisted to sell stuff. And then from there make our way to the Icy Cave. I feel like that's a pretty good plan. We're gonna wait for daytime and then we'll take a peek on this little mountaintop here. And we'll go to this one. Fallen Keep, not the burned ruins. Still a fight we can take though. We'll take a quick peek at the status of armors and such, but I think we're probably gonna be fine. I don't know if I want cycling in that location at the moment, in case this is Briggies with Marksman. First fame to the stream coming soon? Could be. Could be. Aha. Undead. Caw! Let's take a look at what we're going. Ah, okay. With nachos. Zombies with the side of nachos. An easy one, yeah. So usually these are not too bad. Not too bad at all. Madman is another fight you're curious to see how the mood is affected for Manhunters. Yeah, me too. I am also curious. And honestly, if the result is that there's a mood penalty for it, I mean, I'll kind of roll my eyes like, yeah, what choice did I have? But that's fine. Now, holding these zombies off with the Spetum, right, it's not going to be as high a hit chance. He doesn't even have Spearmaster yet. It is going to do pretty decent damage. So, you know, higher than the Fighting Spear. Let's go here and make it so Cyclone can't get surrounded in case he does fail his attack somewhere. The Nachos finally making their way forward. Making their way forward. Little Michelle Branch reference. No idea why I did that, but I did. Maybe I... that was too much damage. Yes. Let's cover that corpse. Make it so the Nachos can't go up and get a snack. No snacking for you, Mr. Nacho. Good job. The rare Spetum Wall, yeah. Pretty rare indeed. Definitely not something that I do often, like, at all. But it's a pretty good named Spetum. So, I don't know. Why not? I think it's... enemy numbers are diminished sufficiently such that I think we can get some dogs in there fighting, and I'm not too worried about losing them. After this win streak, you've seen it all. We've ran the gamut. There's been quite a lot of fun, quirky, goofy stuff over the full course of this series, for sure. Right, you try to run. I like how this dog is chasing this Nacho in the back line. You love to see it. Ooh, so close. We're gonna let the dogs take out that very last Nacho. Get him, doggies. Another interesting thing is, so even though he's right near the edge, because one of the dogs enters melee range with this fleeing enemy, even if he makes it out of zone of control, he would not be able to escape the battlefield. Because if you start your turn, when an enemy starts their turn in range, or like where someone else is in their zone of control, they can't escape. They'll keep running, but they can't escape. All right, Psycho Ling gonna get Spear Mastery. So right now, Spear Wall with a Spetum is insane. The cost, 35. I mean, I realize that it's just an extra 5 over the normal Spear Wall of 30. Still insane. Now, of course, Spear Mastery does bring it down to a much more manageable 27. It's still a lot. You know? It's still a lot. A lot more manageable, though. So, compared to the 23 of, like, a fighting spear. So if I am going to keep him with this weapon, and why not, let's give him even more fatigue to work with. Why not? The nice thing about the Spetum in this case, compared to my other indebted spear bros, is I'm not going to get a small damage boost from like Duelist or the defensive bonus to shield like with Shield Expert, because I just don't have enough perks to go around. So by using the Spetum, it's like frees up a perk, hand wavy here, but you know, one of those perks that we would take but can't, we don't have to worry about at all. All right, Botanist. Oh no, we're not gonna click that button yet. We're gonna wait. Actually, I guess we can do his stats, right? Well, maybe. Potentially gonna wait on that too. And the reason I'm waiting on that is, depending on his loadout, I might want 4 more fatigue to be able to like move or like put a dog down and attack, depending on the armor we choose. So I'm actually gonna hold off on that. Now, if this camp with the famed item is in the forest, it's gonna be a lot harder for us to find, given all the forested terrain near us. I don't know. Yeah, you're curious where this... Okay. The Burned Ruins. So we know for sure that there is a... yeah, easy plus 25 gold. We know for sure there's a famed item because of the Tavern Armor. What I was gonna say though is, if we didn't find it in this sweep, and it were like down in here somewhere, I'm not even gonna bother trying to find it. It would take potentially way too long. So, anyway, let's get more fancy, shiny, famed items. Incredible. And it looks like it's another fight against the undead. We'll go ahead and pop our Kaka! Same general type of enemy schema. There is a Decayed Coat of Scales here, which is okay. This is an okay armor. But it's on a scarier enemy, so... And let's just go ahead and end round and we'll let them come to us. I'm not even going to crack the whip on this round. It was famed armor? Yeah, yes. They did say it was famed armor. The terrain here is going to make it so that the enemy is going to struggle to even get to us. And in fact, I could end turn one more time. So we'll go ahead and crack the whip. But... actually, Vegas. Please be some Nimble Forged. That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. I might even... Yeah. Let's hope, I guess. Alright, so let's push up one hex there, and one there. Midwest interesting? No, not Midwest interesting, like actually interesting. A valid question though. For those that have no idea what Faraday Wave is saying, let me ask you this question. If you describe something to a friend, like say, a new shirt you're wearing, and you ask them how it looks, and they say, it's interesting. If you're not from the Midwest, you might think, oh, it is of interest. That's like, this is a good thing. Oh no. If you're from the Midwest, and this probably is true other places too, but I don't know how true it is other parts. I know it's certainly been a surprise for some folks from like the East Coast or whatever. In the Midwest, it means it's bad. It means they don't like it. Like, and they just don't want to be mean. That's it. It's like the Southern bless his heart. Yeah, it's very similar to that. Similar, it's like a different time you'd execute it, but it's the exact same idea. Yep. And of course, this is made all the more complicated by the fact that potentially they might actually think that it's interesting. And not just interesting. Midwest Mini die because of a well IATA. It's still very funny to me too that, like, if you look at the map of the United States and you circle the region, well, for one, what is and isn't Midwest is a potential controversial idea anyway, but regardless, wherever you draw the lines, it's not really all that mid and it's not really all that west. It's like a little mid, but also like a little north. And it's like a little west, but it's not that far west. We can never find the strength to say, well, I gotta go. Yeah, the Midwest goodbye, another classic. That's interesting. Indeed it is. They have to offer you coffee first, and then you say, well, it's time to go. And when you say, well, it's time to go, you gotta do this thing where you put your hands on your knees. Unclear why that needs to be done, but it does. It's an important part of the whole ritual. Right, they always say, well, we got these leftovers, or do you see these veggies I got growing? Exactly. Exactly. This guy Midwests. How's our spear doing? 29%. Should last one more round, but... Definitely have churned through a bunch of ammo in this last little bit here. Soju, you're in the heart of the Midwest, good old Wisconsin, and yes, the upper part is Wisconsin too. Your teachers lied and said it was Michigan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh jeez. That'll start a fight, don't you know? Oh, that nacho had a snack. Disaster. Tactical feeding session for more loot. Yeah. Something like that. Technically, you do get more experience, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know if it looks at them and their state at the start of the fight, or if you probably get more experience. If it's anything like the zombies, and I would guess that it is. And of course, that fallen hero up there, he just cheated. He rose from the dead with no head. How is that possible? What's he gonna do? Bite me with no head? They can do that too. It's not fair. Oh, whoops. I just left zone of control of another zombie I literally didn't even see. You wish you'd have taken a pic of a headless hero when it tried to bite you? Yeah, it is pretty funny. You see the bite animation? Or like there's a little icon that appears over their head and you're like, wait a minute. Hey, hey, all right. And this is, in fact, a Nimble Forged helmet. Probably, it's a little bit of a weak roll in that regard, like it's heavier than we'd like. We may end up taking a helmet like that and putting it on like a thrower. And the reason we would do that is we're most concerned with them getting attacked by Necro Savants. And so with a helmet like this, you know, what I could do actually, here's a oh shoot, Golden Guy's already hit. So like apples and fruits too. I could skip Nimble and do Flail Mastery and Duelist. Give him somewhat heavier but still light armor plus this helmet. And skip Nimble. It would be okay. Probably still not worth. Probably still best to just have Nimble. But hey, it's the thought that counts. It's a pretty good helmet. It's not insane. It's in an awkward kind of number range. So like if we were to put it on, for example, like Master Maticus here, who's got like a -9 fatigue armor, would put him at 46% nimble, which is okay, right? I think that's overall going to be better than the Saleh against most enemies, but not like a huge improvement. Nimble is too strong to skip on Undeaded. I'm inclined to agree. We'll toss this helmet on Cycling for the moment. He doesn't have Nimble quite yet. Okay. So nobody else leveled up. And yeah, we'll make our way to Assestead. That Saleh needs a paint job? True. That is true. So we're gonna go to Assestead because we're making our way towards the Icy Cave. After the Icy Cave, we'll probably walk through the that whole bunch of barbs. You love to see it. After the Icy Cave, we're gonna walk through the tundra. We're not gonna get lost in the tundra, of course, but we are going to be looking for the Idjarok. The Idjarok might be another fight where I potentially take fewer indebted. It's one of those fights where there's a small risk of a brother dying. And honestly, you really don't get full value out of taking your whole squad when it has this many bros anyway. Because you can't get enough surface area to really surround and whatever. I wonder if the effect still procs in Icy. Yeah, well, yeah, you're talking about the the mood penalty. We're gonna find out relatively soon. Ka-ka! See if we can get those doggies back on this drummer. Good boy. He's a good guy. Getting back on that drummer, taking him out. You'll love to see it. Mr. Drummer, goodbye to you. Okay. Most of those aren't worth much of anything, so I guess I don't really care about managing that loot too much. Those were all basically the cheapest things that I'd be ready to discard anyway. Alright. Still have ambush trade routes here. Excellent. So we're just gonna fire sale, sell stuff. I probably could have and should have used the Potion of Knowledge. I'm sure there was a situation where I should have used it. Very confident that that's true. Probably in that fight against the Barbarian King. Ah, well. And let's take a look at our helmet situation too, and body armors. Our nimble armor setups. We'll take a hot minute to look at if we want to do anything with those armors. If only you had used the Potion of Knowledge, so you could know how to use the Potion of Knowledge. If only. But my brain, too dumb, lacks the smart juices to do that. Alright, so of course we have the option on like XJI7 to just equip this helmet. 140 instead of 125. Putting us at 41% nimble. With this low a hit point value, maybe that's worth protecting the head a little bit more. I don't know. I think with this armor too, being this durable. The cherished ogre skin. Yeah, I'm not sure how the math would play out there. But this might actually be a tiny bit better. It doesn't look nicer. Master Manicus, I think we like the setup as is. Of course, here, we also have the option of doing something like that, but I think the Sele is just too good. All right, apples and fruits. Wonderful. We can probably keep him with this kind of setup. And Eagle Dub, maybe a slightly heavier helmet. And who had on Simple Bear helmet? Someone did. Oh yeah, here. Lysander's Treason. Replace that like that. Okay, so Manifest Destiny's Child is leveled up. You'll love to see it. Don't talk so dumb. I guess I'll grab Resolve just so that it's higher. You know. So let's see. Probably grab Colossus on these types of bros. So let's go ahead and do that. Apples and fruits. Yeah, I think I'm still just gonna go Nimble Duelist. Whoa, not that one. And so we're going to take off the shield. And I think this armor setup is fine. It's maybe a little bit heavy, but honestly, still going to be pretty okay. And man, this brother is really good. Let's just give him more fatigue to work with, so that when the time comes to ka-chonk some Necro Savants in the head with hail, we've got the fatigue to do it. That brother's really, this is a really, really strong thrower. And he's strong when engaging in melee as well, just not durable, so cool. Same deal with Golden Guys. Very nice, brother. And Eagledub probably is our next strongest. Yeah, Schrodinger's sitting at 49 hit points. It's pretty rough. Did that brother help you get unstuck from the washing machine? Maybe. Okay, we can replace that armor. Maybe we'll do something like this on El Luco. And maybe I can just get rid of this last two padded kettle hats. I think we're okay without them. Okay, so team's looking real good. What I'm thinking now is this is a good time to make our way towards the Icy Cave. So we're going to stop by Kallenberg, and we're going to stock up on supplies there. Now, I think we're going to have to still buy ammo here and tools here, just in case. We don't know what the settlement situation will be there. As annoying as that is. Oh, and this paint set. Oh, does it have to be a shield? Oh, it can't be that kind of shield? This is so limited. Disaster. Hello, curse word. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so let's make our way to Kallenberg. We're going to stock up on supplies a little bit. And depending on if there's any fights to take along the way, we may have selected our champion to fight against the Barbarian Madman. Are most of the bros throwers? No, we've got 5 in total, 3 on the battle line. So of our squad of 25, 5 of them, so 20%. Alright, this place being raided, as predicted, has lowered the amount of stuff that they've got here, even more dramatically than I would have thought. Raided and marauding greenskins? Yikes. There's a rebuilding effort. I would hope so. Oh, and I guess I should have sold those. Well, whatever. Better late than never. Could maybe stop by Homewold first, too. Maybe stop by there to get more supplies. More tossers. Some throw, some toss. You know. Yeah, we really don't need any more hounds. Yeah, we have to remember who... Whoever goes to Icy needs to have a good amount of fat to even carry the bonk. A little bit, right? So if we had Botanist do it, for example, we would equip him like this. And we would give him a... So this, I think, is the best helmet we have. 345. Fairly certain. Yeah. And the best armor we have for this fight is going to be here on Werner. So, like, if we were to be like this. If we did a lighter helmet or body armor, we could maybe get just enough fatigue to unleash the Warhound and do the attack with the cudgel. So we'd need 3 more fatigue if we wanted to do that. I don't think there's gonna be, well, I don't know, I guess the extra 5% hit chance from the Warhound, it's not bad. So if I did level up fat here, that would put us up to 27, so I need to reclaim 3. How are these other helmets? Not that much lighter. This is getting us close. What other armor would I potentially use? This one. And that would get us there. It's pretty good, right? So if we did this, then with this particular setup, if I took fatigue on this particular level, then on the turn when Barbarian Madman closes in, we would be able to release the Warhound and attack. That's probably worth it. Okay, so let's see if there's a fight that we get in on the way. So I'm just gonna leave the setup kind of as is. Flapperjack and Botanist just have weapon swap. We'll see if we end up getting in a fight on the way. And if not, then we'll, yeah, so we'll take like easy fights like this. The other thing about easy fights like this is by taking more fights, then Botanist can, you know, keep increasing their morale state. We're gonna put him in the back because we don't want that armor to get dinged. We gotta keep it nice and fresh and shiny for this upcoming fight. Yeah, we gotta keep it hard. Stay hard. How come we didn't take the level? I mean, I guess I could have there in the end. We didn't take it initially because we were kind of doing the calculus on kind of what I was just figuring out. But now it would be fine. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so the idea is, what I wanted to figure out, so under normal circumstances I would not level fatigue on that level on that bro. In this case I'm doing it because I'm hitting a breakpoint that is important for this next battle, and this next battle is one where that bro could, if we got extremely unlucky, die. And I don't want that. That would be bad. Your ability to normalize the effects of like uncharacteristically or unlikely bad RNG in the fight against the Barbarian Madman is severely, severely diminished. Because there's only one enemy, it's a one-on-one. So, normal fights, you'll see me constantly reacting to, okay, things are going bad. He just destroyed that shield. XJ7 shield. Oh, big meanie. That's right. We have like 70 shiny shields. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, you'll see me reacting, pulling bros from one side of the battlefield to the other, etc., etc. But there's no opportunity to do that in the fight against the Barbarian Madman. Can't believe that shield would just get destroyed like that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and put a new shield on XJI7. Sad. We're carrying an extra Sipar for a reason. We have fewer shinies than we used to. Can you believe it? Oh yeah, the one on the Terrence Hill. This one's super good though. To where I'm like, I guess this one's a lot more durable because it's a Sipar base. Yeah, we can put this here. That's fine. Oh. I meant to click on the shield. All right, Roxanne, it's me. Just ate some mushrooms. What's funny is because this brother is not going to be brought onto any more battles, is going to be sitting here full of rage the entire rest of the campaign, and that is incredible. Barbarian Madman is kind of like that first fight in some Origins, where if things go really bad, there isn't anything you can do other than roll the dice. See, I kind of disagree with that. I think it is always possible to win on every Origin, basically always. And that's like the whole point of one of the things I'm demonstrating with this win streak series. You may have to play more slowly or carefully or things like that, but okay. So, Botanist. Is going to be the one to do this fight. As previously mentioned, we've now brought his, we will anyway, by taking this +4, bring his fatigue to a place where we can attack with the bonk and unleash the Warhound. We are going to take Lone Wolf on this brother. It will work even with a dog in range, and it is going to work because he's going to be the only bro on the battlefield. So hopefully we'll have to see what options are presented when we look at the list. And I'm also going to give a, not that it makes a huge difference, but we're going to put a Warhound out without armor because it's slightly faster, just in case. So, Botanist, you're here to be our hero. Don't let us down. Okay, so we have to just take a moment to it's going to be weird about, you know, it's always going to propose the highest level bros, but yeah, so we're going to swap here and here. All right, let's try again. There we go. Remember potions? Oh yeah, we could have done a cat potion, huh? Well, we didn't. Probably should have. Alright, and I'm going to back up to here, make it so that he goes all the way into range. Okay. So, put a dog down, and bonk. Good, and we got the daze, so that's huge. We still have 47 melee defense, so pretty ding-dang good. See what his hit chance is against us. 33. He did manage to connect, but our hit chance against him is 82. Fractured elbow, you love to see it. Sprained ankle, you love to see it. Still managing to connect on those 33s, but Still dead. And let's see how his cleaver is. Okay. I always have to remind myself what the base stats of the barbarian. Let's see, what's it called? Like Rusty Warblade. Yeah, named Rusty Warblade. Okay, so the damage range on this went from 60 to 80 to 70 to 94. And then the other thing, of course, a classic, is shield damage. Shield damage, almost a max roll. So, it's okay. A damage roll is good. Not having an ignore armor is tough for a fatigue, or for, excuse me, for the a two-handed cleaver, because the fatigue costs are so high. I don't know that I'm going to use this. I could maybe give it to like one of the dodge quick hands bros and take cleaver mastery. I think that would be fine. It's probably worth using in that capacity. So either Lysander's Treason or Edmund. And it looks like Edmund has a little bit more fatigue to work with. Sure. You'd also get a whip bro. True. Yeah, we would, by virtue of the fact that we would take cleaver mastery. That's true. I mean, that does give us the option to carry like billhook plus this plus a whip, and occasionally, yeah, we may have relevant plays where the whip's disarm or even regular, you know, whoosh, is relevant. Hello, Blackfire. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I mean, that was good. Whoa, what happened here? Why do I have an extra? Why do I have an extra heavy rusty axe? Where did this come from? Was this always here? Why is this here? Who did I take this off of? Oh, yeah, okay, duh, obviously. I took it off of Edmund here. Right, duh. Yeah, swapped with the Madman. Okay, yes, sorry. Brain did a dumb, but got there eventually. Okay, good lord. Let's see. What do I want to do with this? We can put this here. And I think we're all kitted out on the highest tier weapons now, which is good. You love to see it. All right, so the Madman is down. The cat has zoomies, oh boy. So now it's time to look for the Icy Cave, excuse me, Hunting Grounds. Hunting Grounds will be somewhere in this section of the map, in the tundra. I figure probably the best way to start looking for it will be, since we're already like here, would be to check this area, then check here, sweep through this section, come through here, and then, you know, then we can return to where all these cities and towns are. But we may as well look for it now. We would love to turn this broken ritual armor into proper armor of the Idjarok. We've got a few, you know, heavy armor pieces that we still want to acquire. Really not that many though. We found enough shiny armor pieces that, like, we need, like, two or three? Like 3. 2 or 3. And that's it. And of course, some of those, if we need to, can be purchased. We can just go to an armor smith and say, hey, give me a coat of plates. And they'll say, all right, it'll cost you your firstborn child and, I don't know, something else that's real expensive. I'll be like, okay, fine. So we're going to be taking all the fights that we can along the way. Because again, we're going to be powering up and getting as much experience as quickly as possible to kind of push the limits of a ultra fast but still super safe monolith timing. Just imagine you're aggressively yelling from the sides like a baseball game. Oh man. Wait, that's a two-handed spear? It sure is. We found ourselves a named Spedum, which rolled pretty well, and we've honestly got a brother that's good enough to wield it. It requires quite a powerful brother. And so, we do indeed have a named Spedum. Named Two-Handed Spear. So, I mean, same thing. So we're pushing the spears forward, as you do. Goodbye, Orkion. And of course, we'll run him down. We're not letting this last orc just live. No, no. That would be ridiculous. Okay, and I don't think we took any damage really anywhere, in any meaningful capacity anyway. What did I do with that other armor? This is what I'm saying. As soon as you have this many bros, it's like hard for me to even man. Okay, it's here on the tank. That's a fine place for it, actually. Honestly, it's better like this. It's still getting fixed up. It's only at 170. Well, it'll still be fine. Alright, and we'll fight this raging horde camp. Should you give him his flail back? No, I think we wanna keep his fatigue lower. So I think I'm happy to keep the dagger as his weapon. Let's see, so if I push like Master Maticus here, so I can put XJ7 here. So do you know it's mandatory when a group breaks a famed shield to make sure their camp is whipped off the map? Yes. It is right and proper to do so. Let's see. We could let there be a single point of vulnerability there. We could also put Turtle back here. We don't have to though. Just have him crack the whip. Really enjoying the hit chance on those fancy named throwing axes. It's been really nice to just reliably hit. Like even if the DPS numerically doesn't end up as good, just the reliability is it's pretty dang nice. It's pretty dang nice. How's our spears doing? Let's check XJI7s as well. Okay. I didn't know if I entered combat with them at full strength, to be honest. Yeah, named throwing weapons are indeed quite rare. Yeah, barbarian weapons go hard. Yeah, that's the sad reality is, you know, you don't even really need the named throwing weapons when the barbarian versions exist. They're just so good. They're so good. Rude. Good job. And they've got the additional chance to hit head, so when an enemy has no head armor, You still hit him in the body, but you thought about hitting him in the head. And, you know, it's the thought that counts. Right? Right. That was pretty good. Probably put it down. Okay. Things are looking quite good here. Pretty smooth battle. There we go. And we took very little damage, just like little smatterings of damage on a few bros, mostly from their throwing weapons. No fancy shinies. We've gotten used to them at this point. We destroy an enemy camp and there's no fancy shiny, and I'm like, what a ripoff, you know? But let's remember our objective. We're looking for the hunting grounds. So I think we should get a viewpoint, a vantage point of this whole area if we step on this high ground. The downside, of course, to fighting the icy cave after you've already explored the tundra is, you know, I have guesses as to like the approximate viewing radius, but they're just guesses. Why the throwing axes over the jabs? Well, we don't have any more heavy javelins. I mean, I guess that's not even true. I do have a few extra on El Luco. The one advantage that heavy throwing axes have, other than against Ancient Dead, is they are sometimes gonna be a better choice against Orc Warriors when they have so much armor that the javelins can't even do damage to their hit points, like even after Duelist. The other advantage is they have a slight additional chance to hit head, and Orc Warriors, the lower Orc Warriors, like ones we saw in that last fight, sometimes go into battle like a Briggy without headgear on. Alright, so we're gonna take more fights against these orcs, hoping for shinies. But even if we don't get shinies, we are gonna gain experience. And experience is very welcome. They're so angry. Angy orcs. So angy. Alright, there's their warriors. See, that's what I'm talking about. So these orc warriors, some enemies, the game splits into two different distinct categorizations that internally in the game files are referred to as lower whatever, and then regular whatever. In this case, the lower orc warriors are evaluated, you know, the game with a lower score, and they also often will have like different loadouts that are possible. So like in this case, they can go into battle without a helmet, which as previously discussed. Not a good idea. But that's how I know they're the lower Orc Warriors, because the upper Orc Warriors will always have a helmet. Big brain Orc Warriors. Checking on the status of the spear. Yeah, so the nice thing about the Spetum, I mean, it chonks a lot more armor against like Orc Warriors that run into it. Of course, it too isn't super high durability, so we'll have to be mindful. Just watch, you know, on the lookout, watching out for it, but... Alright, so we did have an Orc Young make it through. Go ahead and give that Took a little push. Can you get the normal version to drop, or do you have to buy it? Normal version of what? Crackalack. The two-handed spear. Oh yeah, you can buy them. I wouldn't recommend it. They're almost never gonna be a better choice than a fighting spear. It's pretty rare, and if that does happen, it's because there's a named variant, like in our case, where Psycholing has a named variant with a roll on damage ignores armor. So not normally a good idea. But you can buy them. How many times have we missed this guy? I mean, I guess not that many, but it feels like a lot. Hit him in the head. Chonked him right in the head. How do I know? He's got active. So if you want to see something real cool, I'll show you something real cool. So Corvus Korak here has Headhunter. This Orc Warrior, as previously mentioned, went into battle with no head armor. Let's see what happens when this Orc Warrior gets hit by Corvus Korak. I'm not even going to attack him with anyone else. We'll just wait and see. A little demonstration. We'll attack the other noobs though. Let's take a look. Dang, I was hoping it was gonna kill him. It can get close. That's still a pretty good amount of damage to an Orc Warrior, though. He wasn't quite full health. He was a little bit damaged, but regardless, you love to see it. Flails have a really high amount of variance in the amount of damage they can do. Unlike a lot of weapons that have like fairly narrow ranges, like this 70 to 94 and like 75 to 95, the damage range of a flail is like 50 to 100, right? So you could, in your damage roll, just do half the amount that you could have on a max roll, which is kind of insane. So the damage can be real spiky. Oh, and we get a shiny. A shiny. And this is, we were just talking about them earlier. Roxanne, it's me, asked about the Bardiche, and I said, you know, if you get a named variant, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. This is a named Bardiche. So the two rolls here are damage and shield damage. Shield damage we don't care about at all. But we're going to take a look at this damage roll, and we're going to compare it to like a great axe. And it's better, basically. Not by a ton, but it's better. The great axe is pretty comparable to the heavy rusty axe. They're very close to each other, and so it'll be easier, you know, apples to apples to compare these two to each other. This thing one-shots kite shields. I mean, true. That's true. So we're definitely going to be using this, and we can use this on one of our fatigue neutrals that ends up with a little extra, you know, spare fatigue, or even on a dodge quick hands bro. For sure, that would be an option, but I kind of like the idea of tossing it on Botanist here. Botanist did do us well in taking out... Wow, it doesn't even say the most powerful opponent. Oh, I think the dog finished off the Madman, though. Yeah. Anyway. Regardless, he's the slayer of the Madman. And so here we go. Yeah, you were just talking about it like 30 minutes ago, which is kind of nuts. So... there we go. It's a good one. It has the split ability, which attacks like through an enemy and into the one behind it. It's pretty expensive to use. It's fine, but it does do quite a lot less damage compared to just Split Man. So its utility is somewhat narrow, but sometimes it's a good option to have. So, not going to complain. Happy with that. More shinies. So, we're going to be looking for the hunting grounds. So I think I'm kind of going to just comb the area. We'll take a peek on this mountaintop and then fight these orcs. Man, the team is strong. The team is so strong. Like, kind of insane. Now, I didn't look at our ammo situation before this fight, but I can't imagine it's great. I was being a little bit conservative with ammo in that last fight. And I'm going to continue that trend in this fight, being just a little bit conservative with it. Caw-caw! We're still going to, you know, toss some jabs, as it were, but maybe not quite as many. What? You can't make it through there, that's cheating. Should have used split shield. Always hits. So maybe you're right. Maybe I should have. Why use the ability that has a chance to miss when you could use the ability that always hits its target? Nice attack there by Zenithot 3. Don't you use that split shield ability. Don't you split my shield, I want that. I want that shield. Does split shield really cost 30 fatigue? Seems insane. Seems like way too much. No? Oh, okay. I mean, for what it's worth, because I almost never use it, I just believed you. You were thinking split? Oh, sure. Alright, got this guy fleeing. Gonna run him down, of course. There we go. Another orc camp down. No fancy shiny. We accept this. Alright, yeah, only 40 ammo. Oof. Yeah, ammo's been a problem. Ammo's been a problem. Alright, Werner. Werner has leveled up. And Werner might be a decent bro to just keep this hammer on him. I don't see why not. So if I'm gonna do that, let's just say Werner gets a hammer. Hammer mastery. I'm okay skipping a +1 in melee skill on a fatigue neutral. 75 is pretty low. We'll probably end up circling back for backstabber, which I think is fine. I don't see a problem with that. I am gonna grab the +4 in resolve though, We're going to grab a little extra fatigue if we're going to take Hammer Mastery. We may be able to use Shatter strategically, like at the start of a fight. But very easily could have been correctly justified in, not bothering. All right, more fights. We're taking them. It looks like some of the folks that were hurt are back at full strength. Let's replace Master Maticus with Crackalack. Let's leave that. Maybe put this Saleh somewhere else. Toss it on Lysander's Treason. Thornine N could be put back on the battlefield, as could Mortimer Drock. Don't really need him to. Let's swap this armor on Manifest Destiny's Child, considering that got pretty chonked. Curious what's the daily wage? Probably really low. Yeah, 222. The indebted collect no wage. So we're paying out a pittance. A pittance. Alright, in this fight, I might just use no ammo or very little. Since it's not going to be a terribly difficult fight, it just seems prudent. So we're gonna wait behind the Spear Bros for the first half of the round, and then we're gonna explode forward. And blow up that guy. Caca! I like how they all kind of got tossed to the side. Each one of those that attacked just was pushed downward in a way that was like oddly pleasing to me. Rare whiff from Corvus Court. Oof. Edmund got hit real big there. Real big and bad. You hate to see it. I guess by killing that guy, we kind of... well... Is that a barbarian cleaver you see? It is. We killed the madman. The madman is no more. It's an okay cleaver. It's fine. It had a damage roll, so I'm gonna use it. But it's not. The other roll was shield damage, so. My dog! Can't be doing that to my dog. Unbelievable. These barbarians. Well, barbaric? These barbaric orcs. Okay. Another group of orcs down. The food situation is slightly misleading because a lot of it is strange meat, so something to keep in mind. And if I am gonna try to do this super fast, I am gonna take even some of these fights against wandering groups of enemies. Strange mead, yes. You slurp it down. All right, Edmund got a cut artery in that last fight, so we're gonna cycle him out. That's all right. He's been in the fighting line for a little while. He's due for a break. We can put Thor9N back in to gain some experience. Again, just trying to get as much experience as possible. I suppose we could pull out one indebted, which would decrease the amount of total shared EXP. Oh, actually, no, I can't because I don't even have a spot on the bench to do that. Never mind. Such a thing, actually, I cannot do. Without dismissing someone anyway. And that wouldn't be right. Caw! This team has already been through enough together, you know? Good try. Ka-chunk. Good try, Mr. Berserker. Let's see, do I just push forward? maybe not against a Mansplitter. Other places on the battlefield, sure. Mansplitter, we'll keep him, you know, hanging back. Mansplitters don't mess around. Boy. Don't you destroy my shields. We've talked about this. I like these shields. They're fancy, they're shiny. We've got a whole collection, and we don't want to lose them. So if you threaten my shields, you get the spear. Let's see. Yeah, the shield took a little hurt. We'll swap to this weird one with like infinite durability, but super heavy. All right, so we've checked here and then up through here. I suppose now it's time to just comb like this. We're in greenskin territory. Cool, cool. Another orc cave. They're spawning like crazy. Okay, Psycho Ling. Last two perks here are going to be following in the footsteps of his brethren, grabbing Nimble, Colossus, and Pathfinder. Do I skip a +3? Probably, I think that's fine. Boy, this bro's really good. We'll grab Colossus here on this level. And then next level we'll grab Nimble and Pathfinder. Thor9N leveled up. He had been rolling +3s in melee defense practically every level for a little while there. Let's see, so final perks for this brother are gonna be Colossus, Pathfinder, and Gifted? Here's a few options. We'll go ahead and take this level up in initiative. We're gonna end up with a fairly low hit points bro, which is okay. He's gonna have pretty wildly high melee defense, so is unlikely to get hit too much, knock on wood. But let's come back for Colossus. There's been a few times we've put this bro in some amount of danger where I'd feel better if his hit point total were a bit higher. But we'll take out another orc cave. We're on an orc slaying frenzy currently. Similar to the last fight, I'm going to be substantially more conservative than I kind of had been about preserving our ammo. Last fight was pretty good. Didn't use very much. I'm just not going to use any. At least in this first round of combat. I might change my mind and use a little bit. I bet you I can do enough damage to take that Berserker out. Yeah, didn't even need the second round. We're just gonna chase him down now at this point. Hopefully the dogs will be able to finish off what we need him to. Looks like we've done it. We'll let the dogs finish him off. Give the dogs the honor. Keep their teeth sharp, you know? All right, another camp down. So we're going to continue our carving through here, looking for... And I don't know if there's like there's probably a radius it can't spawn around other things that exist, like Monolith would be my guess. I think we still need to check this area, but... Okay, and so we came through here, so I don't think it could possibly be in here, so let's go left. I think we covered all this. I don't think there's a possibility for it to spawn in forest either. So I suppose it could be, Let's just make sure it's not down here. And then maybe head on over to Aha, there we go. There we go. There it is. The hunting ground. That wasn't too bad, actually. From the icy cave, you know, we didn't have to carve through that much tundra. Wonderful. Okay. Let's level up. Xenothought 3. We'll take melee defense and the melee skill. Probably just grab hit points. We want his resolve a little bit higher. Maybe the +3 resolve is better. So let's think about the last perks that are going to be on this bro. He's going to have 3 remaining because he has student here. And I think there's no way around the 3 being Fortified Mind, Underdog, and Headhunter. I think that's just how it's gonna be. Thank you, the Chowster. Let's see. Ancient, not found. Yes, yep. And I think it's fair to call the grotesque tree incomplete because we still have the water skin. So I think that's fair to put it as incomplete still. Probably most correct. I think that's right. Actually, I think we may have found the watermill, now that I think about it. It was like somewhere on the left side of the map. Wait, where was it? Oh yeah, hold on, I think I spotted it. Technically found the watermill as well. So, oh wait, you I'm illiterate. That's what it says. Okay. Yeah, that looks correct. Yes, good job. Yeah. I obviously need more hydration. That was really loud. Okay. So anyway, we've got these 3 perks that we're going to take on Xenothought 3. I might greed out and hope for more resolve. 51 is a little bit low, but what I'm going to do is maybe grab Fort Mind right now. We can finish up his build with Headhunter and Underdog. I don't know. Maybe that was dumb, but it's the buttons I clicked on. Nice level up from Manifest Destiny's Child. Go ahead and get more stance. And let's see. Manifest Destiny's Child will probably do a similar deal to like Flapperjack here. Very similar, only I think instead of, you know, we've got Quick Hands and we're taking that instead of Gifted. I think that's probably pretty good here. So we can probably take Axe Mastery. Or even just Pathfinder. Maybe just Pathfinder. That'll be real good. Real good. Alright, now as far as brothers who I want to fight in the hunting ground. As previously mentioned, it is a fight where we've only got so much surface area. We have to take 16 bros into this fight, otherwise we would maybe pare it down. Turtleback doesn't do us like any good, but the exception where I think I'm gonna leave him in is 1, just for experience, and 2, he can stand in front of bros to shield them and act as a human wall in situations where we need him to. The Spear Bros aren't exactly great. Psycho Ling would be fine if he had Nimble, but he doesn't. So actually what I might do is, just for now, we're gonna swap Crackalack and Psycho Ling's setup. We're gonna give Crackalack the Bitter Phalanx, and we're gonna swap XGI7 and Psycho Ling out for Ball and Stall in 1 and Little Red. Also was great at cracking that whip. Very true. Very true. High level brother can crack the whip. We definitely want to have Flapperjack with this mace out on the battlefield. And let's see. Let's give Manifest Destiny's Child a better armor. 3 throwers is fine. We don't need this smoke bot. These throwers are going to be the ones that potentially could get smashed by the Ijirok and then need to just be surrounded and take cover. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Alright, I think this is good enough. Shields for the throwers. Not a terrible idea. Yeah, right? Because Duelist doesn't do anything for them. Because we're gonna, you know, Ijirok's armor's gonna go bye-bye real quick. So yes. Shields for the throwers. We'll still leave Thor 9N without a shield though for double grip. But good call, Choppy Cat. Anything else I want to do? Could chonk on some mushrooms on someone. But any individual damage contribution is going to be relatively low. Alright, we're going to make sure we got some Beavertons there on the edges. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. I think this is good enough. Let's destroy this thing. Here we go. Okay, immediately smacks into Crackalack. Okay. Fatigue problems plaguing me in perpetuity. Let's see, so Zenithot 3 has quick hands and the pike. Okay. So let's do Crack the Whip there. Probably should just Crack the Whip twice on Turtleback. Here and here. Little Red can give that guy a slam. Where do I want Flapperjack? Where do I think he's going to attack next? Unsure where exactly it'll be, but Caw-caw! See the whole battlefield. And here, of course, we're going to get all the damage in that we can. Okay, missed Crackalack and Lukey Dookie 09, which is good. Otherwise, they'd have been hit twice. Little Red got hit. But otherwise, not too bad of a result there. Let's see if we can make a space for Flapperjack. Get that mace in there. So we're actually going to move Crackalack. Yeah, I think I do this. So we can get Flapperjack there. Is he faster? Yes. Why is he so fast? Feel like he's really fast. Faster than I expected him to be in the turn order. Good. And we got what we wanted there, which was the dazed effect onto the Aegirok. Poor Aegirok, says Golden Guys. Whose side are you on? This does look a little cruel though. Still managing to miss a bunch, which is not my fave. Maybe a little aggressive to put Little Red all the way there. It's probably fine, but a little aggressive. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait on a decent number of bros to see if he hops back over to the other side. Missed him there. Maybe it would have been worth to crack the whip on someone. Or with someone onto Flapperjack. But it's not what I did. Okay. That's a pretty good spot for him to be from the perspective of let's finish him off. There we go. Poor Aegirok. Poor Aegirok. All right. WTF is that? That's the fight against the Aegirok in the hunting grounds. You played this game for like 200 hours? Yeah, so if you fight the Barbarian Madman in the Icy Cave, after doing that fight, you'll get a broken ritual armor, and if you comb through the tundra after that, you'll fight the Aegirok. It's an on-hold on steroids, yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so we just got the helmet and armor of the Aegirok. Also, hello, Bajante. So for those who are unaware, this is a forged piece of armor that heals the wearer. So you gain some hit points each turn. It's very good. You think this quest is the most charming in the game and the writing in it? Yeah, I don't go over it because, like, you know, I would. Anyway, for reasons, right? It would get repetitive. However, the writing for the Aegirok fight is really good. I agree. And the Barbarian Madman, too, for what it's worth. Alright, so we're going to give one of these pieces of armor to our tank. We'll give him the body armor. No particular reason. And then we're going to give another one of these to another bro. So, yeah, and we're gonna... Let's put the spear bros back in. We'll put XJI 7. Let's see, Crackalack, he's okay. Place a ball in Stalin. And Little Red. Witch Hut riding might be the funniest one. Yeah, in the last run where we did the Witch Hut, I did read through all of that dialogue with voices. A special treat, if you could call it that. Alright, our banner is way hurt with these injuries, so we're going to cycle him out. We'll go ahead and replace him with Mortimer Drop. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Alright, we're going to take these shields off of the throwers. And we're going to put them on our spear bros. Maybe put them in the pocket for now. Sometimes we want them out, sometimes we don't. Depends on the fight. But we can start with them out while we're in Orc Land, and that's probably going to be what we want most of the time. So, let's see. Feeling pretty good about bro quality for like what we got out there right now. Like really good. The part that she's admiring the orc private parts as gold, oh yeah. Is very good. Alright, Thor9N got a fractured hand, so we're gonna cycle him out. Or are we? I mean, no, I guess not. Cut artery on Edmund is a little tenuous. Sergi, a bit of a weird question, but any plans for a Valentine's Day stream maybe? Oh boy, something nice and romantic. We were just talking about the Witch Hut. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing on Valentine's Day yet. I don't know if I'm going to stream or not. TBD. God, this team is just insane. We have so much armor. So many shinies. It's just nuts. You'll cry like a dog as always. It's just another day. You know, Valentine's Day, it's just another day. I realize it's easy for me to say that, but it's just another day. Okay, so now what? So we need to get back to civilization purely for more ammo. I suppose the fastest route is through to Homewold. Kinda keen to go back down to the south though. We're gonna have a ton of stuff to sell for money. And so there may be opportunities to buy, for example, some forged armors and things like that. And most of the opportunities to do that are going to be here in the Northlands. So, I suppose I will return to the north. We do have these ports. I can take a boat. Could take like a boat to Hikmah and Dahab. Hey, Grib. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, just like rich people saying money doesn't bring happiness. I mean, right. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I understand the sentiment. I do. I promise you. Just 6 enemies. So few. I am, again, going to be somewhat conservative with the old ammo. Sludgy, would you say Grib is your longest running viewer? No, actually. I think that honor probably goes to Bijante. At least among the longest running. When I was first streaming, like half a year ago or so, when I said, alright, let's do this, and there were very few people here, Bijante was among them. Yeah, Blackfire was there early on as well. Yep. That's another mainstay. I think you started watching when I started posting the stream notifications on the Battle Brothers Discords. Yeah. So Grib has definitely been here quite a while as well. For sure. You got here 2 months ago in Northern Raiders. Boy, that was a tough run too. Uncharacteristic for that origin, for it to go so badly. But it was just a really bad seed. I'm gonna keep being conservative with the old ammo. Just in case there's like bigger fights that I want to do that require more than I've got. Do you guys know what was the first thing you said? Slurgy. I know this name from Reddit. Ah, interesting. Fair enough. That makes sense. Well, because your name on Reddit is something like crazy. I like literally can't even remember what it is off the top of my head. I know there's a Q in it. Because I had no concept, at least at first, of who, like, Bijante versus Reddit, Reddit name. Also, what sucks is that Slurgy's in the US, so when he streams, it's nighttime where you are. Yeah. I did take the opportunity to do some afternoon streams yesterday and the day before. I know a lot of the viewer base for Battle Brothers generally, and a lot of the Battle Brothers player base is based out of Europe, and so my normal streaming times are not conducive or convenient for those folks. But unfortunately, nothing I can do about that. If I could stream during the day, that would be great, but... That interesting bit where you were mentioning how it was a different connotation in the Midwest, yes. What about it? Download for all your anti-tryout mods slander. It's funny, but during the day it's mostly Russian. There are a lot of Russian streamers, I have noticed that. Nothing, it is interesting. Perfect in every sense. It is indeed interesting. Midwestern use of the word interesting is very good. You'll also sometimes hear a variant if someone says, well, that's different. Different is not good. At least in that context. Okay, so it seems like every single city here is constantly raided, which is a shame. All right, so let's make our way. Let's see, probably stop in Collenberg. We can get tools and ammo. Your first message was random, yeah. Alright, so they've got marauding greenskins. Do I sticky around here even? I suppose with the marauding greenskins I might just say they're not gonna have enough for me and just leave. You've been on an Age of Wonders 4 binge, yeah. I played that when it first came out. And it was fun. Like, I had a good time with it. It was a little too easy to break. Like, there were a few dominant strategies that were probably a little too powerful, but you know, my dwarves riding spiders were pretty strong. So, you missed the comrade emote, just a Russian general emote to represent Russians like Kekona for America. Oh, did they get rid of that? They may have had valid reason to do so, but unfortunate if so. Tis unfortunate when certain symbology gets co-opted and its meaning changes. The days of just simply giving an OK sign and not having it be read into. Disappointing. Oh yeah, I should swap the spear setup back. We have Psycholing, the Bitter Phalanx. Okay. So, will I have any use for these Zerk chains, mansplitters, etc.? We need new Slurgy emotes. Well, the problem is I can only give 5 at follower level. I did add a new one, which is animated. However, the animated one I can only put at subscriber level. So that's the current ones, all handcrafted by yours truly. This is the first time you've heard of the problem with the OK sign. And actually, that's the real problem with certain symbology being co-opted in negative ways, is that, like, it's so, like, anyway. It just sucks. It just sucks. You just looked it up, they removed it due to possibly represent communist viewpoint. Yeah. It sucks. It just sucks. Yeah, I think from a weapon perspective, I don't think I'm going to need any of these. I think everyone already has... Okay, I guess Botanist needs to take Axe Mastery, but that's fine, we can still do that. Unless I wanted to do Zerk Chain on him. No, I don't. Can't, actually. So we will do Axe. So we'll leave Sir Walrum's Fury right here. Yeah, I think I'm good with the weapons that I've got. I don't think I need to do anything with the Mansplitter or Heavy Rusty Axe. Or the Zerk Chains. We can just... we can get rid of them. And I think that's fine. Not sure if this is a regional thing, but all the middle school boys when you were young tried to get each other to look at the OK sign if held below the waist. Yes, I had that same thing in the Midwest. At a small school in Iowa, we did that same thing. And if you looked at it, but if you didn't look at it, but someone like broke it with their finger, that was good. I don't remember the exact rules. There were some rules of engagement for the OK sign below the waist. And like looking at it and trying to avoid looking at it, and I don't know, just kids being kids. This is goofy stuff. Alright, let's buy a little food, since the team is nearly starving to death. Escort caravan to Weitblick. We would maybe do that, but we want to stop by Gronenfest on the way. Actually, would it path through there? No, it won't. Okay, well. Wholeness Land. Okay, we can probably do that contract, because we can stop by all these other towns on the way. Sure. Midwest schools, they have the options, either they're insanely bad or very good, no middle ground. It's kind of true. Mine was terrible. I mean, I don't know. Maybe terrible is overstating it. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Midwestern people, yeah, Minnesota's not real, don't worry about it. Minnesota's not real. Okay, we could buy another bonk. I do really like the bonk. Bonk is a backup weapon instead of the heavy rusty axe. It's not even that much better that maybe I even bother. I think one bonk that is purchased is fine. Yeah. I think we'll save the money. There may be other things that we want to do with it. We're going to be passing through maybe some places to buy stuff. So I guess I will accept this contract to deliver something to Wholeness Land. And the reason I'm going to do that is because we can go there on our way to take a boat to the south. The cheese is fake, Wisconsin isn't real. That's true. Wisconsin's not real. Have you ever seen Wisconsin? I don't think so. Oh man, look at all these thralls. Look at all these little experience pinatas. Let's munch them right up. There's more coming from Slurch even if you made the joke. No, I lived in Madison for a little while. Lovely city. Though, as someone who does not at all care about football, living near Badger Stadium would not recommend. These thralls are going to be a whole bunch of experience for us, which, as previously mentioned, is definitely welcome. Green Bay is much worse. You have to stay in time as the game in the stadium. The roads are just full of cars parked, going very unfun. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the thing is Green Bay is not, like, it's not a very big city. Home of the Green Day place cards. Caca! I went on a salmon fishing trip just outside of Green Bay, like only a year or so ago. Fun trip. Caught many a Chinook salmon. Which I really like to eat. No one else who went on the trip cared for them, so we end up with a whole bunch of them that we like freezer packed and had salmon every once in a while for, I guess, what did I, it's only for like a couple months and I ate them all, but it really didn't last all that long. The fishing is good though with the cheese. We could do something we would never. Okay, Lysander's Treason. Dodge quick hands, leveling up. Oof. Don't want to skip a +1 in melee skill on a bro like this, so I am still going to take it. Between melee defense and resolve here is a little bit tough. I think I'm going to grab resolve because it's a very important stat to get confident as fast as possible, to get the melee skill buff from confident so that we can take out enemies and proc Berserk and Frenzy when we get those eventually. But for now, we'll grab Pathfinder. Okay. Make our way to Gronenfeste. We are probably going to use the training hall, but first we'll see what's on offer for sale. Okay, so as previously mentioned, one of the things we can do with our money is just to buy a coat of plates. Yeah, nice sale price. Agreed, nice sale price. We are going to sell stuff here too, so we'll go ahead and just do just that. Henrik here has a 300-300 set that honestly is really good. We could purchase this brother literally just for their armor and dismiss them. Because we could also use the helmet. Right, so if we purchased this coat of plates, that's nearly the same price. Out of curiosity. Okay, I was gonna say, would it be worth to get the recruiter just for that? Unfortunately, that means we'd have to let one brother go. Who would it have to be if we did? It would be one of the indebted. Probably one of the throwers. Could be rocks, yeah. Is collecting a wage. You're still useful. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's either... He's still raging? No, it went away. There must be a timeout on it. I didn't realize. No longer angry. I don't know if there's like a certain day count or... I'm not sure. Let's put someone aside like a spent torch. Really, we'll be giving someone their freedom. So I think actually it probably makes the most sense for it to be one of our indebted. Here's sitting here at level 7. El Luco. You've served the team well. Set free. El Luco is a free man, capable of doing whatever it is that El Luco wishes to do. Might actually even put the arming sword instead of the winged mace on golden guys. We'll still hang on to the winged mace. I don't think I'm even gonna bother with the spiked impaler anymore. I don't care about that. Let's put back up nimble armors on Roxanne, it's me. I think I can just sell all that stuff. And so I will. What we are gonna do though is purchase this brother only. The only reason we're doing this is he comes with a 300 hat and a 300 helm, and the price is just right. What's Roxanne's purpose? He doesn't have much one. It's fine. Reserves might be the safest place in the Battle Brothers universe. Absolute protection. So true. So Henrik, we're hiring merely to fire. I'm not gonna level him up, not at this point. His stats aren't incredible anyway. Boom. So we're gonna let him go. But we got out of this a 300 armor and a 300 helmet. You love to see it. We could even just put it straight up on Zenithot 3 and it looks pretty dang good right there. So cycling is going to have a different setup than this. So we can put the flat top with Mail and Corvus Corax. We can replace this on Manifest Destiny's Child and Mortimer Drock. Yeah, we can leave Roxanne, it's me. It's all right. We can pay the five daily wages. We can afford it. We also got a long axe from this, which is, I think, relevant. There's got to be someone who... Yeah, we're gonna do Axe Mastery on Manifest Destiny's Child. So the long axe there will be excellent. $5 in this economy? I think we can afford it. Yeah, I think we're... Actually, let's just do this. We'll hang on to the jagged pike. Yeah, we don't need this stuff anymore. Actually, the helmet. Do I need? No, don't need that. So then, what does that put us at money-wise? Well, we're still needing a bunch of other supplies and stuff. Oh, if we bought a coat of plates. Not much for helmets for sale here. Yeah, this coat of plates would put us pretty low. Maybe a little bit too low, considering we have to buy food and ammo and tools. Yeah, I think that's probably just too low. So we'll go ahead and pay for some schooling as well. The bros that are level 10, I think probably won't need it. We'll save just a smidge, because the cost of transportation is going to be really high for taking those boats. Alright, so we can buy one more stack of tools and a little bit more food. Cool. Team's in good shape. We're going to stop by Weitblick here quickly. Since we've got just a little bit of money still, might have an opportunity to buy a Sallet from their armorer. Oh, are they being passive? What is this? Okay, not that one. Boy, that guy got aggressive. Need some med kits? A little bit. We are a little bit low on medical supplies. I thought about buying some. But the price was really high. So still might do that, just not at that location. Weird to see these thralls be so passive. Uncharacteristic. Usually they just charge forward a little too aggressively, if we're being honest. For, you know, their own safety. But hopefully that dog on the front lines still remains nice and safe. The dog damage has pretty bad armor penetration, but the raw numbers are high, so against these enemies that have no armor, or very low armor, at least in some cases, like these thralls, they do a ton of damage. That doggo died though, sad. Sometimes this happens in pure Orc-Young camps too. Yeah, you could do a ton of damage to the Orc-Young. And yeah, sometimes the oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Orc-Young that just sit there, if they've got a lot of throwing weapons, and they'll be like, no, we have ranged advantage. You come to us. And it feels weird because, you know, orcs as like an archetype are so aggressive. Oof. The doggo nearly bit the dust. But his friends will come save him. There we go. Caca! Run him down. We'll let the doggos finish him off. There we go. Oh, I suppose. Right. We can take a look. Yeah. Goodbye, Brocker. Now that we have a spot free, we will see that particular event fire. All right, we did make it here before nighttime. Unfortunately, they've got ambush trade routes, so not going to be able to buy anything at the armorer. Sale price is actually okay, all things considered. Yeah. Good enough. We can get rid of this stuff. All right, so we're gonna hop on over to Nebelheim just to take the little puddle jumper to get to Holnen's Land. Holnen's Land? Yeah. Hey, good night, Bijante. So we'll travel here. Boom, contract complete. Now, we could check out Norwald. Unlikely that it would have anything that we're terribly interested in. Holn Island? Holn Island. Holn's Land. Nope, I'm going with Holn's Land. Let's see what these contracts are. Probably not too interested in any of them, but yeah. Let's just take the boat to Hikma. It'll be quite the trek. The teleporter took us all the way to the bottom of the map. We can take a look at what these are. And this. We'll wait just the little bit of time for it to become daytime. Boom, there we go. So we can take a look at what's on offer here. Lionheart Potion and a Second Wind Potion. Those will be very nice for us. We've still got a Flash Pot and a Smoke Pot on the banner. However, we want to buy a bunch of nets. We're going to buy all of them because we can. Buy some rice. Buy some fish. One-handed hammer for sale. It's a pretty decent one. Too expensive for us, but all right. And at the armorer, we have a couple of these super cheap, you know, low durability but no fatigue penalty attachments. I am going to buy those. Could also buy a Southern Mail shirt. These are just better nimble setups, and our throwers will appreciate them. I think some of these fights we're going to be subject to some attacks from Necrosavants onto these low HP brothers, and we care about them, you know? So let's divvy these out. Can probably just replace the basic mail shirt with this one. Toss an attachment on. And could just put an attachment onto this padded leather as well. It's probably not terrible. Actually, why don't I do this here? And put the leather shoulder guards onto this, I guess, the leather lamellar. I don't know. And we can still hang on to a basic, nah, we've got an extra. Whatever, we'll get rid of it. Could also, I guess, even potentially buy the metal plates and rivets. We've got so many armors and not enough attachments. If I try to be too picky and just wait for plus 40s, we're probably not gonna quite get there. So maybe I just go ahead and buy that. We could have some paint for the stew. True. I think we'll go with the classic stew recipe, the paint-free version, just for now. And we'll throw these metal plates and rivets maybe onto could throw them onto the armor of the Idurok. Actually, would be an okay option. Actually, what do I do? This setup for the tank. I think that'll be better. Yeah. You prefer the lead version? It is sweeter. It is sweeter. Alright, we'll just throw this on here. We want to get some attachments rolling on these armors because, you know, it'll improve their longevity in combat quite a bit. Okay, I think that's going to be a good place for me to call it for the evening. It's a nice, nice stopping spot. All right. So I'll send you guys over to good old Slug Zoo. I'll be lurking in the background for a little bit, and then I'll be heading off to bed myself. So, the team's real strong. It could be that next stream actually ends up being the one where we do Monolith. I'll let you know ahead of time, but it's possible. We'll see. So, to all of you, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one. Ta-ta.